Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching the world. My name is Shaun Driver. This is the Red Horde, and we are up for another one. Burton Albion and Wrexham. Good evening, wherever you're watching the world. My name is Shaun Driver. And wow, the lineup for Burton Albion, not going to lie to you, was not anticipating that. This is the best they got. And they're throwing it at our guys. Just to compare the lineup, you can see them scrolling through next to it. And hey, W&G, it's nice to hear you and see you. Look, I named a scoreboard after you. I don't know which side because the camera flips it around. But I've named a scoreboard after you. And if you want to have control of it, I can show you how to do that another time. By all means, keep track. And W&G, what I can do is later on, send me your email or add me on Facebook or Twitter or somewhere, and we should chat. I'd like to give you the passwords because, as you can see, we've got the scores that are there. They're all 0-0 right now. I've got control of them right now. I can pass them off to you. Much similar to Brendan's flop counter. He can update them, but let's do it your way and send it to me, and we can fill it in. Look, their lineup is no joke. Of the 11 starters that they have named, only 3 of them are outside of their normal top 11. Seddon, Hammer, and Ba. Everybody else, Joe Powell, he's had 1,620 minutes. He's been involved in all of the magic. Lubala, 3 goals. Powell, 4 goals. Those are their 2 top scorers in the League One competition. You compare that, they have 9 of their players out of their top 11. Only 2 of them who have more than 1,000 minutes. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 guys with 1,000 minutes. Only 2 of them, Seddon and Hammer, are not in this lineup. Contrast that to Wrexham. We're going with the bench guys for the EFL Trophy round of 32 and the 20,000 quid that comes with the win. Jones, he's got over 1,000 minutes. He's the only guy. Boyle is next, 13th. He has 830 minutes. So we're gonna let the B team, is that what we call it? They're gonna have a run, and it should be entertaining in any event. I say let's get stuck in and let's see how McNicholas does back there, because I suspect he's going to be a busy lad. But this should be a fun one. It's been a while since we've had a game like this, and this is the joy that trophy competitions have. And let's be fair. We need this. Parkinson obviously tried to get this one delayed back until later in December, was denied. He had some complaints about it, and it is what it is. Santiago, Chile. I do think we have Chile already on the board. Yep, we do. And we're just going to roll through. So much par for the course. 17 people. I don't expect we're going to get, the big numbers as we go through here. I am going to try and send out the link. It's been a work day for me, and so I'm a little bit slow in getting going. But I'm here now, and we're 10 minutes away from kickoff. It's going to be there. Also, Andrew, not going to be there. How do I at you on Twitter? Follow me, the Red Horde, and if I'm not followed, just tweet me or something to identify who you are. If I'm not following you, I'll follow you back, and then we can message you back and forth through direct message, and I'll pass all that off. Lots of news. Yes, the Ogonko news is certainly out there. He's going to be away for a couple of weeks with a injury to his jaw requiring minor surgery. Not optimal by any stretch, not good, but it could have been worse. I'll take a jaw injury to a concussion any day of the week, and so hopefully he's able to get it. Mark Griffiths in my ears. It's been a long time. I've been stuck. He's had to miss things and everything. So it is what it is. We're gonna have some fun with this one because it's gonna be a scrambly mess of a game. Thanks, WG. I'll add you at the half. I'm going to try and get all caught up here just with the chaos. I'll take care of the scoreboard, but I think it'll make it easier. We'll pick 6 games, and you can follow along. Update as you will. I'm going to try and get the chat in there and coordinate it. I just want to be able to get the promo out to let people know that we are live. And my phone needs to turn off my stuff. And I apologize for the distractions. Usually I get an opportunity to form myself up a little bit before this all happens, but not getting that opportunity today because it's a mad scramble with work and trying to get everything in on a Tuesday. We're going to be back FGR game. If you haven't been here before, we'll be there for the League 1 or League 2. I've already promoted ourselves. The League 2 matchup, and then also for the women on Sunday. Everything's rolling, Sue. We're here. We're having a good one, and super envious if I started it, didn't finish it. Andrew's in the stadium today, so we're not going to have him joining us in the chat. Sitting on the Macron side, right over in line with goal, about 4 rows back up from the pitch. So if we get an angle that shows the Macron side towards the cop, he'll be 4 rows back, so we're looking for him. Wickham's already up, and see, this is what we could end up doing, is hitting this little button here. Oh, that's Wickham and Fulham. I don't have that one up on my list, so we'll adjust. We'll roll with it. Excuse me, as that one snuck up on me. Brendan's there testing the flop counter. I see you. Or is that just a joke for me as the rough start that I've already contributed to the flops? I am shocked. I am shocked that Burton Albion doesn't have the depth to put out a squad that's a little bit light in experience, that they don't have guys that they need to get a run out on. We want to get our guys who haven't seen a lot of time. This is the perfect competition for them. And so I'm glad that we've gone ahead and done that. They're not doing the same thing. Oh, and I forgot to mention the most obvious thing. You're going to hear some construction noise in the background. I can't help it. If you're not aware, we had an unattended death in the apartment above us a week and a half ago. They have put up the vents and the HIPAA stuff, and they're cleaning everything up. So the drywall's going back in. You're going to hear that in the background. It just is what it is. I'd like to be able to be somewhere else, but I'm not. Burton are not ready for Wrexham. Well, we're going to find out. I think like if Burton wins this, well, that's expected. If they fall apart and they lose, that's got to be an embarrassment, because they've got their lineup stacked. This is as best as they can throw out in a League One match, and they're bringing it for the Bristol Street Motors Trophy, trying to get into the round of 16. Also a regionalized round, so it'll be another North one before they end up linking everybody together. Dorjan, how are ya? Nice to see ya. We're starting to ratchet up here with 30 people joining in the chat. If you haven't joined the chat before, hit the subscribe button, join in. We've gone over 1,000 subscribers. That's amazing. Dealing with YouTube on that one, trying to get all the information that they require and need of me. It's fun stuff. Well, I hope the Burton manager ends up playing his cards right, because if they end up losing to Wrexham, there's going to be more questions, right? Even if we end up taking this to penalty kicks, there's got to be questions. So it's all on the table for us. The drama, we get to be giant killers in a trophy competition, because the young guys and the guys who are getting less minutes, I won't say less experience, the guys who are getting less minutes get a chance to go out and challenge themselves and press themselves against a full stacked League One squad, assert their capacity, and I would be hungry for that. I don't think it's a full house. I haven't heard that it's a full house. I was hearing a couple thousand light. But Alex, appreciate having you here. We'll see how it goes. It's a Tuesday. It's madness. It's our... Man, this is a fascinating game. Now I'm really excited about this just because of the difference between the sides. I really hope that our guys take it to them. It's a strong team. Just getting the tweet out there to promote everything, because I slept on that one as well. To get things started, 36 in the chat. If you want people to join and fill up the chat, comment, subscribe, keep that stuff coming if you want. There's a tweet out there that I just sent out at the Red Horde. Feel free to share that. Hit the repost button and fire that one off. And we're now waiting for the players to come out here. As I said, if you've joined late, Andrew is at the stadium on the Macron side, 4 rows back. I don't know if you've... looking for a gentleman in a black vest with a black hat. He's there, and he's been sending. It says the floodlights are rather impressive. It's been a while since he's been in the barn, and so that's exciting. I think we can win this one. You know what? This is like the Yeovil game. The inverse. I mean, we've got capable depth, and that's been helpful for the cup runs. But when you end up taking guys who haven't been playing as much, and you're running them out against a fully prepped and ready to go League One side, I think you have to adjust your expectations a little bit. The only bad part about this is we've been on a really good run with respect to wins and draws. Like, the Racecourse is a fortress. We don't lose or draw frequently. I think it's only 2 regulation losses going back a year and a half. I just don't like that we may end up harming and tarnishing that streak, but it is what it is, and we're gonna have a blast with this one. This is a more excitement I've had for a trophy EFL Trophy match all season. So you never know, and that's the beauty of it, isn't it? You just never know. So we're rolling through this one. I didn't bring up let me bring up, if you haven't been here before, I don't know why that one's running and not the other one, but let's bring this up. If you haven't been here before, I'm just going to transition over. Oh, that's going to be the wrong one. This game's available on iFollow, and so you should be able to pick that one up here. If you don't have it, you're stuck with me, and that just is what it is. I like fascinating games on a Tuesday because I have no idea what to expect here. I mean, I expect we're going to have, our lads are going to be hungry, and their guys are going to be scared not to get embarrassed because of what the manager's thrown out there and presented for them. It's going to be a cracker to end up watching. I wish the camera was on the other angle so I could zoom in and try and find where we're at. The EFL Trophy games, Wickham's up on... And that's the one thing I haven't done. Let me pop out my chat here. I gotta take this. It is a scrambly day for me. This is the joy of waking up in the morning and having an opportunity to prepare things. Is everything gets set up as the players are coming out, being led by Lukey, going to be the captain. Is McNicholas standing in behind? Ah, man. Why am I so jacked up for this? I will say it is not a sellout. There are a lot of empty seats. Unfortunate, but a Tuesday night and a trophy match will probably end up leading the way through the attendance as we have as of late. Absolutely, Brendan. And let me... Why is this not working? Analytics. I'm going to test something here. I'm just not set up and ready for the day. And I don't think I set it to be set up for subscribers for 1 minute. Sorry, guys, as I talk my way through the setup. That's odd. Restream bot dumping out the information. Thank you for that. I've set up things that I don't even know how they're operating anymore. They're just automatically doing cool things. And I would love to get to Wembley in any trophy, so I would love to take a win. Holy panicking. We're going to be blowing this one in before I can get everything all set up. Slow down, guys. Slow down. And we've got it working. I'm going to try and fix that at some time in the halftime while we have the chance. But the chat is running. Everything's going. We're waiting for the whistle. We'll get underway. I assume there may be some people who don't have iFollow and are going to be watching me. Is that the prediction, or are we already down to a 1-0 start? Just chat etiquette, I'll put it up there just if you haven't been here before. No spoilers. That's the primary rule. We don't have time for that to happen. So there's the chat. You have to be a subscriber. I've just changed that. Uh-oh. 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 Yeah, no spoilers. 30 seconds in, and they're already running up after it. This could be an ugly one. Ran up forward, landed on their boot, right-footed entry in, and McAlinden? No. God, I'm trying to figure out what happened, and it didn't get in by much. But McNicholas running out into space. It just ran through the middle. The center back's too far over. Splits Boyle, gets it in. McNicholas ends up dropping, goes around, and then just kicks it into the far post. And we're down 1-0. You know what? Let's get hungry. Let's fire it up. A little bit of drama to fire everything up. Yeah, no, it's all good. I'm always going to be behind Darjan. I get it. I refresh. It goes through its latency. It's just the joy of the matter. I think I was ahead with the Sportsnet one just because of the way the broadcast works. But usually when I'm on iFollow, I could be as much as 30 seconds behind. And it is a frustrating start. So chat etiquette is there. I'll take it off. I'm going to go back to the rosters because it's early, but have to be a subscriber to chat. Feel free to join, do that, get involved in everything. Be kind to each other. No links permitted in the chat. The bot will grab you if you do all caps. The bot will grab you and punch you if you end up repeating text. So, and just try to limit the expletives as well. I'm not going to say never. And if you're from Burton Albion, hi, how are you? You're welcome to join, and let's get into it. Yeah, I haven't figured that out, but actually I think I can do that, but it's just I don't have as much control over everything, so yeah, I know it is just a trophy game, but I want wins all the time anyway. I am selfish. I am greedy. So anyway, going to bring the rosters up, and here they come again. Caprice down the right-hand side, entering in, cross into the corner and knocked away. Do we get a full clear? Hits the referee, and it's back into the penalty area, and here comes a shot. 2-0. Referee sort of interfered with that one. The problem was the clearance was garbage too. I mean, if you're going to clear the ball, you've got to get it at least past the penalty area, and that's as far as it went. And the referee just happened to be sitting there. Can't blame him when the ball comes at him when you're not expecting the clearance to land at you. So, simple cross. Boyle standing there, not able to defend that from getting into the area. And once it passes by him, it just gets chipped up in the air softly, lands right in the middle, and they just turn it around, tic-tac-toe, 3 shots, and they hang our keeper out to dry. I mean, you got to give it to him. I don't know what could be done by the goalkeeper in that one. Just frustrating. McNicholas, can't blame him, but not a great start. Let's get settled in here and let's get something going. Hey, this is what we expected. If you came late, they've thrown the kitchen sink at us. This is 8 of their top 11 in minutes for the season so far. They're only missing 3 of their top 9 who have over 1,000 minutes. Here we go, coming the other way. Long shot. Scores! We're back into it. Let's get going. And you know what? I'm so far behind, I got to add 2 other ones. Dalby from distance. She's a beauty. Left footer curling over top into the corner. Have some fun with it. This is going to be a fun one. I don't know how much extra time we're going to get, but let's make this a beauty. Let's make this a beauty. 3 goals in the first 4.5 minutes. I am scrambled. So Dalby gets it on a simple pass. Coming up from Jones, gets up to the front of the area, and he just freezes the goalie, placing it over into the left corner. That's stunning. I do have it changed now. Sorry, I was a little bit behind. It's just happening so fast that I can't keep up. I haven't looked at the out-of-town scoreboard either, W&G. I don't know what's going on. And sorry, Deanna, I don't know what happened there with the... you did yay, yay, yay. All those caps are going to certainly get you grabbed. So you got to stay away from the caps. The prediction, a 7-7 game, certainly could happen. Wow. I don't know what to say. I'm going to go to FOTMob and start to bring up the stats here, as I'm so far behind I don't even know that. Here come Burton Albion again, setting things up as they approach the box. Hopefully we're able to get our defensive line set up a little bit and get some play. The switch is on over to Moon. Moon gets it back. No, I feel like I have to apologize. I just wanted to get rid of the caps, and now I think I catch the people I like more often than I don't because they're the ones who use it. That was a gorgeous goal from Dalby. I can't lie. From that distance and freezing a League One goaltender sort of out of nowhere, that's a nice little header to clear it away. And the push is on. Jones looking forward. Dalby up over top. Gets it too far to the right. McAlinden was over there. That's the other thing as far as our wingbacks are concerned. I've never seen McAlinden on the right wing back. Wickham up 2-0. Thank you for that. I've got Derby County also leading, so I can update that one. Yeah, that was a beauty strike as they showed the replay there. Bradford over Liverpool. Boyle with it. He's playing in his traditional spot on the left side. Aaron James getting his goal on the right side. Return. We're coming forward. 2-on-3. Got taken. Aaron James is in the lineup. He wasn't in the starting lineup, if I recall correctly. Did I miss something? And was he subbed in, placed in? Did I mistype my starting lineup? I'm going to have to go back to the original. But he's on the right side, which is what I expected. But I didn't see him in the posted starting lineup that came from an hour before kickoff. Oh, he was so. Aaron James, 34. So, going to be a throw-in from the right side. Apparently, he's able to sling them in. We're crowding up to the keeper. Let's take this one. The throw. To the short near post. It's still there. Here comes a crack. Oh, lifted too high. Jones was there on the outside to be able to try and push that one forward. Goal kick taken quickly, coming back, trying to get used to the names of all of the players for almost both sides because it's been such a long time since I've seen them straddled forward. So, just 1 second. Burton with it. 8.5 minutes in, a 2-1 game. FOTMob stats are up, trying to give us the shots and figure out what's going on, and they're probably not tracking them, so I might have to turn off the shot counter. Burton approaching the edge of the area, draws it back. Moon. There's been interplay between Moon and Helm on the left-hand side before they draw it back to Powell. Down the left-hand side, Sweeney gets it back on a nice little touch pass and overlap, and here comes Walker towards the area. Don't like this play. Shot. Rolls wide. McNicholas there anyway, so we would have been okay. Got to watch this one on iFollow. Sorry, it's not on any other channel. Otherwise, you're just stuck with me. How did they get the day off and we didn't get the day off? That's what I want to know. Parky wanted to have this one off, so it's coming for a corner. They said there was a deflection. We've got everybody back. 2-1 game already, 10 minutes in. I haven't seen FOTMob. Doesn't seem to have the stats coming up for this one. We'll see if anyone else. Far post, long kick, headed down in towards the middle, and it's going to be cleared. Well done. See, that's the clearance we needed earlier. Bickerstaff, he's got it now. Midfield, getting held. Let him play. All right, well, if that's the standard, let him play. Could have had a flop there, and we would have got the call. Actually, I wouldn't have complained if he did go down because he was being grabbed pretty hard there. Kim, we don't need curse words like that in here, do we? I don't want to even think about that. It's certainly possible. Certainly possible. January window is fast approaching. We can anticipate that some of these guys are going to be loaned out. Moved on. We're still looking for 3 additions. So we shall see what ends up happening. James able to collect it in the midfield. He's looking for options. Still doesn't have him. Draws him back, and we've got some possession here. Crocombe got it. Game's starting to settle in now, which is nice. Who wants Young? I mean, the question is if there's going to be an opportunity to share a prorated income and do that with Wrexham, where he gets his minutes and an opportunity to go somewhere if he's not getting the minutes here. I hope it's not the case. I think they may leave it into his discretion as the captain as to whether he wants to go and get minutes somewhere or whether he wants to just stay in his role. But we will find out. That's not for us to decide, fortunately. Thank you for that. Doncaster up on Knots. We have it. Midfield stripe. Drawn back. James. Boyle on the left side. Looking to advance it forward. Takes a deflection and gives it away. Yeah, not so good there. It's just numbers, John. It's just numbers. If 3 guys come in and you've got a bunch of people who aren't starting, Young sitting 4th in the midfield, if we add another person, can we carry 5 potential active midfielders through? 6, whatever you want to end up saying. More than that, you've got Evans and Lee, you've got Cannon, Jones, Davis. Where's Young fit into that equation, especially if we add one more? It's not that that's what I'm looking forward to. I don't want that at all, but it's just a byproduct of having who we've got here. Dave, thanks for that. I'll jump over to SofaScore then. I appreciate that because I was struggling to find where we're at. So, shout out to SofaScore for covering the trophy to make sure that we're able to do this. So, featured match. Here we go. Jump in. Statistics. And we're at 3 shots to 2. Whoop. Clicking the wrong things. Yeah, not even EFL Cup. It's EFL Trophy. We were knocked out of the EFL Cup in that penalty kick to Bradford City earlier in the season. So we're in two cup competitions: the EFL Trophy, which is League 1 and League 2 teams. This is the round of 32, and the FA Cup. Obviously, FA Cup, you gun for it every time. The Trophy, you do what you can do. Burton using this opportunity to put their starters out there to try and build some confidence. So we'll see how that goes. And Bob, sorry, no place to watch it other than through iFollow that I'm aware of. Fearless, welcome. Happy to have you. Don't know which one that is, if it's Tim or otherwise, but appreciate you being here and stopping by. And we do have to talk about getting somebody into a Hot Stove podcast at some time, hopefully sooner rather than later, is because I've been sleeping on it because of the unattended death, which, if you're just joining, you may hear construction noise in the background and loud fans. I can't turn them off because they're cleaning up biomaterial, which is just a delicious topic to talk about. Throw into Wrexham and away we go. Howdy, Tim. I appreciate you joining, man. Love hearing Griffiths in the background on these. It's just been too long. It's 2-3 games for me, it seems like. So Boyle with the long throw. We've got it in possession and away that we go. 3 goals in 14 minutes. It's been absolute chaos to start, but settled down now. And I'm hoping that these guys are able to give Burton a run. Not so confident building if they end up struggling against a bunch of Wrexham players getting their legs out for a stretch here who've been sitting for an extended period. Boyle headed away, but they've got possession right side. And just for reference, if you aren't watching, Burton going from right to left on your computer screen towards the tech end. Wrexham from left to right towards the cop end. And yeah, no singing, Tim. If you guys haven't been to Fearless in Devotion, he's down there. I don't know if you can click the link out of the chat or otherwise, but go over there, give them a follow. Turnover by us. He's out of position. Long shot. Oh, just missed to the left. Crocombe ended up punching that one forward, made an error, and ended up getting nicked. Long kick, 40 yards out, ended up just missing to the left-hand side. Heart attack inducing game. Let's get into this. And we got a sub out of Fearless. That's good stuff. Thank you. I got to make that video that I promised us to next target. Everybody watch the live knows I want to keep it secret and come up with a big release. That'll be probably the next video I try and get out because it'll only be a minute. Helm, cross, far post, trying to get there. McFadden in there, shields him off. Well done defensively. The old basketball box out. The old basketball box out, framing up to allow the ball to go out. McNicholas now looking for the goal kick. 17th minute in and away we run. I've been missing score updates and chat. Hey, Jed, nice to see you. It's absolutely true, Brendan. I say this all the time. Wrexham content creators deserve subscriptions from everybody. Go out. It doesn't matter who they are or what it is. I go to all of them for different reasons, to be fair. Eat More Chips, Me, My Wife, and Wrexham, Liam Roberts, Fear and Demotion, Rob Ryan Red, obviously. Have I missed anybody? The Bearded Australians. Beer Bear Barrio. All of them. Go and hit the subscribe button. Give them some love. Welsh Beast. How could I miss Carl? Just kicking it back in the back of the line. They've got possession, and here comes Burton Albion with a long kick down, and everybody misses it, and it ends up a 2-on-1 the other way. They're going to flick it. He's wide open on the other side. Kicked, and great save by McNicholas, and cleared away. Not what you want to see. Not what you want to see. Teach me how to Wrexham. Yeah, that's Beer Bear Beerio. I might have his Twitter handle wrong, but I'm a big fan. He does a lot of the lives to end up pulling different perspectives from different teams and stuff around the league. So, and I missed that one, W&G, so I appreciate you flagging that one for me. I'll bring it on up. And that's... bounces through. McNicholas is getting tested here as that one came through. He's got the long throw for the early one. Bickerstaff one-on-one. Caprice able to nick it away, and that's well done by him. But you know what? I like that shot by McNicholas to put money on his forward to beat the sole defender back. You got to appreciate that sort of stuff. So taken by Caprice, and let's get into this. Whew. There's like 2 or 3 nice saves. I got Sofa Score up here to try and get the shots. It's all madness here. In the midfield now, the Caprice moles us down. That was Davies getting just bowled over. Here comes that throw again. Bickerstaff working on Caprice. Long ball past the midfield stripe, and he tries to go to the right, and Caprice... well, he's got him by a hold. Well done. You know what? He got away with it. Well done. The referee so far, both sides letting him play. we'll see how that goes. McFadden just throws it back to the midfield stripe and takes control. Yeah, Deandra, that's the nice thing about Teach Me How to Wrexham. I hope my content to a certain extent, although I get into the regulations to try and meld the two together, but there's something out there for everybody. When I have a bad day, I go to me, my wife, and Wrexham because I end up getting cheered up by Shaun generally. There's everybody that's out there has got some good stuff. Here we come. Wrexham played inside, not offside. Dalby tried to get it on the right-hand side, but just nicked away, and so now we're looking for a corner. Aaron James. Last time James was in these positions, these corners had a little bit too much mustard on them, and they rolled too far in his last start. But here we go. Fed into the box. Dalby working, looking to draw in a player. Here comes a far cross to the far post, just too far. Davis was there, not able to get it, and he's going to roll for it, and we're going to get a throw. Well played by him against Caprice. Takes it quick, throws it right into the box. Offside. Oh no, Shinnon went out. Okay, either way, unlucky though. Brilliant play though. Oh, you're going to make me go through a massive score update. I think I've got all those ones up already. I'm not playing the Wickham one. I've just got the Northern games that are going because obviously this one's still regionalized for the next round for whichever team wins today. And so the round of 16 will get one of those teams that's on the scoreboard. I think there's one other game as well that starts later. We'll see how that one goes and whether we can get them in here. Dave, thanks for that. I wasn't sure of it. I made a mistake on the call. Rookie plastic fan, right? Thrown away into the area. From outside the touchline inside to outside the touchline. Feel free to update everybody. I think the bulk messages though they're just hard for me to decipher. So if there's goals, feel free to kick them out there. I'm not going to stop you, W&G. I appreciate all the stuff that you do for the channel and helping out. Can Wrexham qualify for this round of 16? Certainly. Just got to end up coming back from this one. Score at least one more, get it to penalty kicks. Score two, not allow any other. We go to the round of 16. We'll take one of those teams for another run at the trophy. I saw a video, Kim, I'll bring that one up here. I hope Shaun's able to get back. He put in a lot of production quality at the start. He had a producer do their thing, and then the producer moved on to other things, and he wants to have a producer help him. He's asked for assistance in that regard. I don't know how that's going. I'd love to have him back. Lots of excitement, and you got to appreciate that. So McElendon, right-hand side. That might be. I'm looking at Brendan's flop counter to see if that's the first one. He may have gone down generously there. There was some contact, but I think he could have fought through that. We'll see. Brendan is the full arbiter of the flop counter down below, and he'll update that one as we go through. So what language is that? I'm going to assume that that's Greek. Yeah, the Bolton. Yeah, once it starts, I'm gonna have to do it at the half. I just got so much going on here that I want to be able to call the game. Trying to get to know as McElendon. Long ball might be too far. Yeah, it was a great idea. Down the center of the pitch, trying to advance it up to Dalby. Can't get it up to him. It just rolls to the keeper. Burton with control, 24th minute. Things have gone back and forth. Bring up the statistics. We're up to 4 shots to 4, so we're in here. We're fighting. This isn't a throwaway competition by any stretch. 2 of our shots off target. They've been a little bit more clinical, at least hitting the mark. And here they come, 14 into the area. Nice little cross. Well tackled. Sliding in was that Boyle coming over from the left side to help out Cleworth. And James on the right-hand side gets in, nicks it, and here we come. Dalby and Bickerstaff. It's Bickerstaff with it. He's got Dalby over there, but no, he takes a shot, and ooh, good save. Had to reach over. It's kicked through. We've got it. It's still a free. Retrieved in the corner flag. Body's coming forward. Tries to beat him, and we'll take a corner. Thank you. Thank you. Not backing down, these guys. Not backing down, and good on them for it. Love the heart. They're hungry. Makes me hungry. So just from the right side of the pitch, tried to get it to the near post, and Crocombe able to lunge over to his left and get it. I don't know who's even taking the corners today, but we've stacked the box. And look, I should have assumed Youngie would be taking them. So it's going to be a from the right outswinger, trying to see who's in the box, looking for Boyle in the top of that beautiful bald noggin. Up in the area, far post, knocked down, still there, free. Davis looking, pulled down, and he says no thank you. And is he going to give a caution? Simulation, he says, or nothing? Yeah. Simulation card. So Davis is booked for that one. He's there looking for the contact. Yeah, no, that was simulation. I mean, unless you're going to get an angle that shows that he swiped his legs out. It just didn't look good, that's for sure. The arbiter of the flop has ruled. Things you probably never anticipated you're going to be called before the start of a season of Wrexham is the arbiter of the flop. Another subscriber, I'd love to pronounce your name, but I'm not even going to attempt that. I don't even know how to start. James, looking to get it past Mackland and Danson, long cross right into the bread basket. Simple catch, but we're into it. We're up to 5 shots. I think we're up to 6 shots now, to be fair. I'm going to put it there and assume that they're coming. Nobody playing defense. Not a single soul. Possession's still 69-31, but we're not afraid to take a crack when we get up there. A sponsor from Sandy. I was going to gift them. I said we're going to gift them. You've got to, if you're looking for the match, you've got to go to iFollow to get it. Maybe I should change my... There are half-season subscriptions available on iFollow. $10, quid, a match, 25 quid for a month, and I can't remember the half price amount, but you can go ahead and grab that, get the discount. 80% of the funds that you put in go directly to the club, and that's why we don't allow the sneaky links to go forward. So, Sandy, I adore you for following and for liking and for joining. You're doing too much here. I was going to gift you one because you already super chatted. Here comes the bad guys, Burton Albion, into the middle of the penalty area, into a threatening area, and another amazing tackle in the box. I have no idea who that came back, but here we are, 2-on-2 on the... Oh, that was a good ball, but it overwent him. Bickerstaff's in the middle. Dalby looking, crosses him up. He's got it. Can he get there? Oh, just rolled like about 1.5 feet too far. We were there. James wins it back over into the corner. Left-footed cross into the box. Too far. It's going to roll. Woo-wee. Go get after it, lads. Mackland and a little bit too much leg in that one. 89 quid for the half season. Thank you, John, for helping out. I appreciate it. Man, El Salvador. I don't think we have El Salvador. I'm adding that one to the list. That's country number 48 who has joined these watch parties. Love having you. Appreciate it. If you're interested, Alexander, come on over to YouTube, or anybody who's watching on Twitch or Facebook, come on over to YouTube, hit the subscribe button so you can join the chat there, follow along. Lots more people scrolling chat, all sorts of benefits. Yeah, that's awesome stuff. Georgios Papoutisis. Georgios, I'll go with that. W&G, you're all over the place. Loving it. Back pass. Here we go. Crocombe's interesting as the defender. I want to look up his age because he plays as one of those 21 to 24-year-olds and he's 30. A Kiwi. but not a lot of confidence being like I'd be running at this guy all the time just to see what sort of creativity you could get from his mistakes. We wins it. We're working on the right side here quite a bit. McAlinden in the right wing-back's position, which I've never seen him in, but that's maybe just me. Jones looking to play it into the box. Nice little idea, but it's nicked away, and here comes Burton Albion on the counter. Dave, thank you for supporting. Sandy, thank you for supporting. I just was feeling guilty that we were getting the super likes and the super chats that were going up there, and people were just throwing their money away, not getting anything. At least now you guys get a badge. And I do plan to have a live stream with the people who are supporters to end up talking about what they want to see, where whatever revenue we make, where it goes. Is it going to charity? Is it going to the club direct? Is it going to the fans and supporters that are of the channel, to adding new bells and whistles? So that's the benefit. Thank you for following, Dave, and supporting. I appreciate it. Kicked over Burton Albion. Right side, Caprice. He's been everywhere. I've been impressed, to be fair, with Caprice, both defensively and his ability to jump up on the right-hand side. Powell looking for the switch. No, they're going to draw it back. No, they're going to continue the switch. Just running backwards and going to draw it back, and Burton Albion's going to recycle and reset. We got you, Brian, and get to Wales. That's also my goal. I'm looking March and April. Oh, nice little ball forward. Can we get up there and support as we're on the left side of the area? 3 red jerseys. Here comes a 4th streaming up. Dalby on the far side, deflected into the air and collected by Crocombe. Uneventful outcome at the end. Excellent option. There's charities out there where they end up buying kits and selling those, and maybe we get in on those and try to snap them up and then give them away ourselves. I'm not trying to get rich off this project by any stretch of the imagination. I would like to cover my costs, and would like to add some more bells and whistles. But whether we market, whether we whatever, if you're a supporter, I'm going to give you guys the opportunity to sort of direct where the money goes whenever my quarters to $8 per day during these streams comes forward. There's the Wrexham connection. Thanks for that, Tim. I gotta fix the graphic. I'm gonna try and do that during the afternoon. It's just stretched too much, and every time I mess with it, it ends up blowing it up all over the place. But I can't find a way to test it offline, so I'm gonna have to take a moment away and see if I can fix that during the half. Well, W&G, we're going to talk. I've got graphic options that can go there. It's limited with the free options, right? This is free. If we want to make it really fancy, we can do that. But all the ones I've found that make it easy are pay for services, which maybe we do that. That'll be for the supporters to talk about. Yeah, Brendan, that's the fascination about this process, is how many Wrexhamites actually join. Right-hand side down, pushing forward. McAlinden just gets it kicked out, and he's picking it up, looking for a quick throw, but he'll settle, and Burton Albion sub early in, 33-30. $117. That's as many as we had on Sunday for the FA Cup, which leads me to believe that a big deciding factor on how turnout is here is how many people can actually watch on TV and how many can't. How does one become a supporter? John, there's a join button under the channel, and if you hit there, you can do it. I haven't made the video. I just set it up, and the only reason I set it up is because people were just throwing money into it, and I said, well, I want to be able to at least give something. So it's 99 cents US a month. And all of that's going to be potted up and pooled and collected and then fired back into the setup here. The setup, the fans, the club, the charities, whatever. Albion. Al. I got it. I'm going to make mistakes like that all of the time. Morecambe I got in trouble with the most, probably. It's been an entertaining process doing this chat. I'm looking forward to the Tranmere Rovers and Stockport games. We've got another one pulled down, but the ball went too far. Is he going to give a free kick at the edge of the area? That's one of those ones where I like football and I'm frustrated by football because you wonder, had that foul not have occurred, would he have made any play on the ball? Yeah, he went down a little bit early, but there was physical contact. That was Davis. You know what? Good on him. He knew that the ball was rolling too far and wouldn't have been available for him to make a play, so he did what he could do in the circumstances, and he drew one. So edge of the area, maybe 3 feet out, just to the left of the keeper. His right, our left. Right in front of where Andrew is. Let's give him something to cheer about, sitting in the 4th row. Over in the corner of right in line with basically where they're kicking. Four in the wall, 2 behind. Youngie's standing there with a right foot. He's got to be the one taking it, no? Curling it in. No, Davis going to take it. Davis! Ooh, just missed to the outside. Like, what was that? I'd like to see the other angle because that looked like it was only maybe a foot away from... Just couldn't get enough hook. That was in swinger from around the wall. Hammers it. Just misses his shoulder and it just doesn't curl in time and maybe 2 feet. Crocombe heavy touch, and that's what I was saying. Man, he just doesn't look confident back there or capable. Yikes. That would have been a deflection that would have been for the ages had that tackle gone in. And here we go with more possession. Outnumbered Jones. He's going to give the free kick the other way. I sort of get that one. Close. Yeah, I'm going to have to extend that down and fix that. All right. 2-1 to Burton, 37 minutes in. Let's update the scoreboard here with the stats. We're sitting at 67% ball possession. I'm surprised by that. It seems like we've had a little bit more as of late, but we are dominating in the shots. 7 shots to 4. They haven't had a shot in a while, knock on wood. Don't mess up with the jinx. And here comes Burton Albion. Just cross the center. They're trying to maintain control. It's going to go out for a throw. Thrown back. They're going to take control of it, and here comes Sweeney setting up on the left-hand side. Gets it up to Walker. Walker, longer ball. And it's this dangerous, a little bit slow for Boyle to get there. Is he going to give a kick, or is that a great tackle? I will take that, thank you. That's consistency from the referee, which I love to see. John, you'll be happy. I'm blessed so far. He hasn't been calling those chintzy little pushes and tugs. He gave Caprice the luxury earlier, and he extended the same to Boyle there on that tackle. Albion. I will remember. Shrewsbury. Does the Derby have an actual name? That's what I want to know. Well played. Bickerstaff and Dalby. Nice little interplay there. Dalby at the midfield stripe, waiting to get some support. Doesn't get it, and Albion gets it on the turnover. Liverpool red. Well, that might end up cementing things for Bradford, who's already up. Hey, 1, 2, 3. I'm glad to see you anyways. Eventually we'll become your go-to site, right? I'm always good to be a second or a third option as long as I'm an option. Story of my life. Just a lot of setting things up in the back end here. Crocombe having it, looking to move things forward. No Mullen, because it's a trophy match and you got to extend the legs for everybody. And unlike the last game where we played, oh man, I can't even remember, Wigan Athletic in the dead rubber that meant absolutely nothing. There's just no reason to put him out here for this one. So I think that's why you put him out there. More curse words from Tim here. The idea of no Ogonko ever again. I'm leaning towards the extended, and the fans are getting into it, the extended contract. Let's sign him up for a couple of years and pay him the money. And if not, I would like to see another loan. John might have issues. He might prefer Chomp get his opportunity for the rest of the season. There's got to be somebody. I'm looking at Tom McGill, a Canadian, who's playing number 3 at Burton Albion, who's not getting a lot of game time. Maybe he comes in and slides in and tries to fill the Ogonkwo role. We'll see. I'm the rebound boyfriend. You know my exes, Kim? 90 minutes, and they've got the FGR game that's just a quick turnaround on Saturday. 2 days to this one, going the other way. Walker goes down easy. Ref says play on, consistently letting them have a play. Dalby, cross into the box. He's there if it can't get headed away, but McFadden gets pulled down. Penalty, point at the spot. Point at the spot. Point at the spot. He wiped his legs out with his right, didn't he? I thought he wiped his legs out before there was any ball. I'd like to see that. There's another flop for you, Brennan. That's the most obvious one of the pitches. Despite the fact the ref has been forcing them to play, everybody's getting a little hoppy in this one. I want to see a replay on that one in the box because I am fairly confident that he swiped leg. We're all looking. Here it comes. Cross, header away. McFadden running forward. No. We got there first, and then he swiped his legs out from under him. That's a penalty. That's a penalty. They're agreeing with me. Mark is agreeing with me. We got to the ball first, took a right to our leg, and it came down. Tyrant, lots of new highlighted gold comments that I'm still figuring out. Brian, thanks for subscribing. I appreciate it. John, always there with the voice of reason. Stay up, he says. I love it. I'm presently trying to schedule a flight out for the Mansfield game and then the Donny MG. Yeah, that's the slow-mo replay screams penalty me on that one, John. That should have been a penalty. I'm looking for the Mansfield, Colchester, Doncaster, and FGR home game. I think those are the 4 that I'm looking to try and get to. I'll be based out of sunny Doncaster while I'm there, unfortunately, but I'm really hoping to jump in. See, that's the stuff I love. Wrexham content, going out. Wrexham fans following other content providers, everybody cheering everybody on as we do our thing. Look, there's no way I can do the stuff that Tim does, the other podcasters, Carl, Welsh Beast, otherwise, because they're there. And they've had the pulse of the community, the history. They've lived and died this for years. My heart is relatively new compared to them and the defibrillators that have been necessary supporting the club. So I enjoyed the Fearless in Devotion last night too. Getting an opportunity to if you haven't watched, go and join in. They talked about the COP update as I did, as Liam did, and they have talk about the minutes, but then they talk about the actual documentary and the process that was involved there. Is he arguing with the physio? Is he arguing with his own physio? I'm not even going to try to explain what's going on. They're going to show the replay. He rolls on the ground. He's looking for something. And this is all Labala, number 15. Grabbed his ankle. The referee ended up having to come and put his hands on them for some reason. And then he gets into an argument with his physio. So a little bit of drama as we get to the 45th minute. What are we looking for? The over-under on minutes and time added. I'm going to say, with all the goals and not a lot of stoppages for injuries other than that one, I'm going to say 5. And we'll find out shortly. Bennett, right side, coming for Burton Albion towards us. I'm going to try not to say Albion during the duration. Cross into the box, headed away. James has looked solid back there for us, and that's, what, 3rd game in a row? That first game, he was a little bit, I think, overexcited, and his touch on the ball, he was either just off with his passing, pushing it too far on his crosses when he was playing on the right wing. But sitting back as a center back, I've been impressed. Turned over, still waiting on the announcement of extra time, and it comes forward. Bolton Bickerstaff. Bickerstaff has it. And Burton's got it again, right side, looking down. Boyle penalized for a push in the back. We kick it away. Oh, is that going to get a yellow for a kick away? That went too far, McFadden. I hope he doesn't. It'd make me like the ref a little bit more for making errors. I don't think Palmer's replaced, even with Fletcher coming back potentially healthy next year. At least I assume that's the option. Is he's supposed to be back in a month, I believe, at earliest. And even if we go out and get another striker, I still see a role for Ollie. So I don't think he's going anywhere. Tim, feel free to throw your 2 cents out there for that one. Lubala's losing his mind. 5 minutes. 2 for 3 in predicting so far this week. Extra time. Clearance. Gonna go for a throw. I don't think you're wrong, Kim. I think promotion's going to be a key indicator on that one. I think I lean towards Arsenal letting him have a run. He's getting the minutes. He's getting quality experience. Unless they're going to be slotting him in frequently up in Arsenal, let him cook down here. Let him cook. All right, Brendan disagrees with me. Not the first time, won't be the last. 2 minutes into added time. Booze coming out for Labala. Not being celebrated as Walker gets it down the left corner. James is there. Oh, he danced both into the middle of the area, and Clearworth comes and rescues the day to chip that one away, and away we go. Dalby looking to get some support. Little touch and go, and a well done. Dalby with it now into their half. Back heel, plays it over to no, that's not Davis. That's Jones over to McAlinden. We're going to get a corner. Lukey will go over there for a right-footed corner kick. What are they upset about? Burton is emotional, man. And for a team that wanted to build confidence, they are getting after each other here. Oh, it was supposed to be a goal kick? All right, I didn't watch the replay. Outswinger from Luke, loading up the box. Would be amazing to get one here right before the half, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? Right footer. In, headed away, easy, but down for another entry from Young. Sweeps it in. Clearworth, jump. Whoa, he is not confident back there at all. Easy take, should have been. Ends up putting it on the floor. Fortunate that nobody was there around to poach it. Zoomed Tim in for some halftime songs. I would love to bring Tim in on this. The thing is I'm not set up on VOD Ninja, and we all know from my last experience trying to get Brendan in that it's something I should probably just do by default. That way, if somebody wants to come in and join, we can do that during the half, whether that be Tim or a fan or otherwise. I can't do it though. Do I try and set that up on the half? I don't know. It's not intuitive getting somebody onto OBS for the purposes of video unless you use Zoom, and I just don't like how it looks. So I'm gonna have to get Tim in on a hot stove, and you guys can all join and blast away with the questions. The Book of Okonkwo songs. Burton looking for a last-ditch opportunity. Minutes running down, getting close to the 5th minute mark as they're on the right side. Caprice looking to get it crossed, gets it past Boyle into the center of the area, headed away, deflected. They're going to get another chance here over on the left as they've gained it. Moon. Walker, Moon. Lubala's down there as well. Here come the boos. It goes out. And the referee says, let's get to the half. Whoo! Haven't done a score update in a while. I don't even know what to digest here. I do want to fix that bloody thing down below. It's been the bane of my existence. Blackpool 2-1 against Barnsley. Let's update that one. So they've pulled it back in and taken over, have they? Oh, I've got 1-1 here on the scoreboard through Google. Tim's calling for penalties. You know what? With the status of Crocombe in goal, Tim, I think we would take that, wouldn't we? I mean, I wouldn't say McAlinden's our first pick whenever you go to kicks, but let's bring in the drama. Yeah, the DPI, the text, is just, it's inverted on their system. It's a weird little mess of a thing, and I'm going to try and I will get to it. Donny's still up 2-1. Brighton on top of the MK Dons. Bradford City up 1-0, and they've got a red card. Who else am I looking for here? Accrington and Lincoln City. Have they started? They haven't started as of yet. I thought that game said that they were going to be starting at 11:45, so I don't know what's going on there, if they're postponed or otherwise. They're talking on the broadcast about Caprice, and I agree with them. He's been the best that's out there so far. Accrington postponed. All right. Thank you for that, W&G. That's why we pay you the big money, is to contribute as to what's going around on the scoreboard. So 2 postponed games, so those are the only 4 run-ins, so that's got to make it easy. Again, the northern section being the intriguing one, because those are the teams that are potentially out there for these clubs to go out and grab. I don't know, and if Tim knows, feel free to comment. I don't know how they determine who's home and away for the second round. If you recall, the top of the group were seeded as home teams, and then the other team that finished second were the away club. That's why we're hosting this one rather than Burton. Not 100% certain how they do it for the next round up, and whether it's just a straight up draw. I assume that it is. Luck of the ball. We are at the half. Oh yeah, I should be updating my scoreboard and stopping the clock from running. We are at the half. I will recycle the entire scoreboard here and keep an eye on things. Use the facilities if you need to. Come on back and I'll focus on the chat, and I'm going to try to fix... I'm going to stay on and try to chat with you while I do this. Yeah, that makes sense to me, Tim. I'm just not 100% certain. Hey, Zergis. I appreciate it. I'm going to have to check the subscriber thing. And I know that if we get 8, we get certain features. I can add emojis. You guys should try the emojis. I think you have to put a colon, flop, colon, and you should get... an icon of a player flopping on the ground. You can do the same for poutine, bog, or putts. And I think if we get 4, we can add another emoji or 2. So you guys we'll have a poll about that one. What, Sandy, did you get, did the underscore work? Did that pop up in the regular chat and not into the... I'm going to have to look. It shows up in the chat as just poutine and bog. I'm assuming that it's ticking away on the actual YouTube channel in the corner. The comedy continues. I'm going to have to log in and see what's happening with losing control of the live. And it worked. So you get on the YouTube chat, if you remember, you've got poutine, you've got the bog. So Flop seems to be there. I don't know why it didn't work for Kim. And you have to be a subscriber to get it, guys. So that's the only kicker. Is that's the 99 cents US. You get the badge, you get the flop. I'm not expecting. I just wanted to give something out there to the people who are contributing money, and so that's what they get. So if you haven't joined and you want to, feel free. I'm not forcing out anybody. I'm just saying we're collecting the money and we're going to be putting it towards things for the club. And some people suggested that I do it and add this sort of stuff. I'm really not trying to. But the join button's down on the bottom. You can hit there. You can join. It's 99 cents. You'll get the badge. If you don't have the badge, you can see Sandy's got it there. Andrew signing in from the Racecourse. That's awesome. I think that's the first time that this has happened, where somebody's actually said, hey, I'm actually at the Racecourse, and I just headed off to the bog. So must have been entertaining for you to start this one off. 2-1. I'm enjoying the excitement of this one. W&G, you know I'm a big fan. I appreciate you. I'm going to have to find a way to reward you guys with membership so that you guys don't have to do it. John, if you're on the YouTube channel, down, it should be in a white circle. Actually, I think I just closed out of the YouTube. Sorry. Yeah, it should be on the main channel. It's under join. Also, if you're watching the live, it's down below next to the subscribe button just to the left. It's a white circle that says join. You can go ahead and click in there. Like I said, I'm not expecting anybody to do it. I'd rather just chat about things and figure it out. Yeah, that scoreboard's pretty epic. I'm looking forward to getting it updated for you. It's been a fun process. If you go back to the start when I was doing this for the preseason and you look at Restream that I was using at the time and how it was set up and nothing really there, and now we're really into it. We've got it all covered. Dale, to be expected. To be expected. Burton is throwing out their top lineup of the 11 guys that are on the pitch for Burton Albion. I guess they had one sub, but 9 of them are regular top 11 minute takers, and of their 9 who are in the top, who have 1,000 minutes or more, only 2 of them aren't in the lineup. So we've put out our. Do you want to call them backups? Do you want to call them players who haven't fit into the lineup recently? Whatever you want to call them. Our secondary squad is what's out there up against them, and it started rough. But we're back into it now. Brian, thank you so much. I'm still amazed that this is all happening and I'm getting support. Jed, I'll have to check. I do intend to send memberships out to like you because you're doing the videos my way with the midweek roundup. Brendan for his help for W&G. There's a number of you that have been directly assisting with things that I want to make sure that you guys have membership going forward for free. But if you wanted it now and you want the badge and you pay the $99, I think they'll stack. Who scored? That's a really good question. I lost track of who scored for them at the start of it, and I'm going to have to go all the way back to... Come on. Got so many pop-ups open. Losing control just... It's so much more organized when I'm organized. So Dalby had ours. I will say that we've missed out on some opportunities with the that long chip over top. But Dalby had a gorgeous strike from the right side that ended up finding the back of the net. If I recall correctly, he's had. To be fair, Dalby and Bickerstaff have been stirring the drink the entire game. We're up on shots. Whoa! I'm gonna have to. Thank you for SofaScore dumping in the sound effects as I'm trying to get an update on what's happening around the league. and with the statistics. So the shots, I'm going to have to update. Possession, 34%, 66%. Total shots, 7-4. So we did go an extended period there without really any action in the last 15 minutes. Shots on target are equal at 3-3. We've been quick and in the counter-attack. Bickerstaff and Dalby, there's been, right from the McNicholas long throw that Caprice was able to stop, Cleworth juggling the ball. This isn't a game where I would suggest Burton settled in by any stretch of the imagination. Doncaster goes up, scoring another one, do they? That's fascinating to me, because Google's behind then on the Blackpool and Barnsley one. Go Donny. See, there's things I can't say. The only EFL stadium I've been to on multiple occasions, the Keep Moat in Doncaster. Last time there was 2019 for Rochdale. A 5-0, if I recall correct, drubbing by Donny over Rochdale. And I sit there and I wonder, you listen to the podcasts of people like Tim or otherwise who talk about the games they go to and they're able to recall certain matches and all that sort of stuff. And I was like, man, how do they do that? Because you just watch so many games. How are you able to just instantly recall what happened? And here I am. I remember that one for sure. Maurice with the negativity on the referee. See, other than the penalty, I thought he's been doing a good job. I don't know how he can get an assist on that second goal because I can't blame him for it. Right? You're expecting... That was Cleworth's clear to make, and that clearance just pumped right up the middle and landed right on his feet, so he was able to take that. So while I'm in this, I'm going to take an opportunity. I've got everything all set up for the second half, and I'm going to try to reduce the DPI, active comment scale. So I'm going to go to this, and let's see what ends up happening. I'm just going to keep bringing up different conversations. I think that one moved over to the left. So that's one upgrade. Let's see if we can continue to fix this up as I'm fixing things live during the chat. I'm looking for comment height. Let's reduce this down to 10. Hit save. And now let's see, does that change anything? I don't think it did. Yes, I will go to that right now. Thank you for the reminder, W&G. You will never bother me, by the way. I believe that's you. Oh, no. That's you. There we go. So we'll chat W&G. We'll chat. We'll set up the scoreboard and figure out how to get you in control of it and with the handle. Stockport and Wigan, I'm told, is delayed, as is the Accrington Lincoln City. They're both postponed. Which is interesting, him being on the right? It's like the Mendy situation, putting the left footer on the right hand side, but it's been working for them so far. How glorious is that temp stand going to be? If you haven't seen it, there is a video that I put up just about. I do think that there's a positive for the club. I'm going to put this to 0 and see what happens. I'm just trying to change the position here because I think that this will do it. Perfect. Thank you, W&G. And my changes are just not affecting what's happening. Let's try this. Listed for tomorrow. That may be. So not necessarily postponed. I just got the wrong start time. Andrew in the stadium lets us know that they're back on the pitch. We haven't seen them yet, so this gives an idea for the first time as to how far behind we are in television land than you guys are in the stadium, because I don't see the players coming out. I see the crowd starting to rise now to welcome them, and here they come. So that gives an idea there, Andrew. And I'm trying to change this comment stuff, and it is just not working. I'm going to go, let's go to 0.2 here and try this, and if it doesn't work, I'm stuck. Derby, 2-0. I got it. I know they're coming out, and I want to start the thing, but I'm just going to have to take a quick little step here as they're running out with the ball, and I will be right back. I'm not even going to shut down the microphone or anything. Just give me 2 seconds to get away. All right. Looking at the Wrexham Loggers stand in the distance, we know that Andrew's over to our right, 4 rows back in line with the cop. As I scroll through the lights, it looks odd when you see the racecourse not full. The flop counter gets a bump up to 8, he says. And up to the window, up, here we go. Starting the second half as we wait for the whistle. Wrexham going from right to left on your computer monitor. Burton Albion going from left to right for Burton Albion, right to left for Wrexham, as it's a long ball in to start everything. I'm really excited for this half. Let's hope the guys can get into this one, carry it on, maybe get a little bit of extra time. Is that what's going to happen? Yeah, Dale, they talked about that the last time. I just haven't looked at it. I want to be able to do it in a way that's functional, and right now I can only do it with texts. So, and I don't like how it looks. So it's one of the additions. I just keep doing little additions. Cross in, goes too far. Able to get it over on the other side though, and here comes a cross going the other way. Knocked and cleared. We're into it to start though, guys. Boyle back at the center line, looking to recycle and potentially a switch on as he moves it over to the right. McFadden looking good on the left there, just wasn't able to get it in, and we're still in our side of the half, in the back line, trying to get it forward, and we're going to get a throw in. Listening while driving, as long as you're not looking at my pretty face and I don't distract you, that's okay with me, Kip. I've got the reds. We just haven't had one. The yellows, it shows up where it just adds over and over and over again. So I'm working on that one. But definitely upgrades constantly underway here, right? Burton able to take it. A couple of subs in. Gordon coming in for Lubala. They took him out. Too much drama. Too much risk. So they said, you can have the night off here, sir. I'll take the challenge. I'll take the challenge, Kip. If you're just joining and you haven't joined before, 105, whether from Burton or otherwise, you're welcome to join the chat. Hit the subscribe button to do so. We do that just to filter out some of the people who have less pleasant intentions. So hit the subscribe button and join in. Hit the like button to please the algorithm gods and let them know that we're here. There's a the Red Horde on Twitter. You can hit the share and let everybody know we've joined the second half. Ooh, that's an interesting take. I don't agree with that one at all. You think we're better off with 10 men than having Bickerstaff on the pitch? I thought that Bickerstaff and Dalby have been, I mean, especially Dalby, has been on point today. But, I feel the same way when Hosanna's on. I don't have a lot of love for Hosanna. That's just me, and everybody thinks that I'm a little confused. Great ball, right side. Moving forward, McAlinden, can he get it in? Dalby and Bickerstaff there, but he has to draw it back. He leaves it, crossed in now. Can it skip over? Oh, just too far. McFadden running up there, and it's coming to Cleworth, who again makes a mistake and punches that one too far wide. And we're going to get a throw. Bradford 2, Liverpool 0. Jones, long shot, got a chance. Into the breadbasket. Amazing pass, right? Wrexham, we are Wrexham. Yeah, I don't know how far he could have pushed it. I was thinking the same thing. Had an opportunity on the left. He's got a guy drawing in, though. I guess you're just looking for it to have a better thump is all you could probably ask for. But you know what? Let's get stuck in, and the momentum meter leaning our way to start the second half. Sweeney's still in there. He's on a yellow. Jordan Davis also on a yellow for us. Long shot coming up. Nope, he's not going to go for it. He's going to get it over to Fads. Left side. Cross coming in. Not much there. Sort of went through the legs and easily taken. That's what we do, Dale. That's Wrexham's MO, is to swarm with shots. And it looks like even the guys that are filling in today are following that same model. We're up to 8 shots and down in possession. 63-37 in possession. But we're not afraid to have a go. And to be fair, when you have their keeper struggling as he has, Crocombe has been one of the worst that we've seen. Tell me I'm wrong. He's been one of the worst ones that we've seen this season so far, where he's got clear handling issues. I think you've got to have a go at him. Donnie up 3-0. That one looks to be set then, pretty much, I would suspect. Center of the field, Burton Albion looking to push it forward. They've got it there now. Powell on the left-hand side. A little bit of touch and go. Got hassled, has to bring it back. And that's Oshilaya, who I haven't called his name yet. Nope. No call there. Went down. Ref. He's been consistent with those. The only one that I disagree with is the one that was in the penalty box where we got there first and he was swiped out. The ref doesn't like the fouls, does he? He's been letting them play throughout. Oh, Dalby, well done to get it to Bickerstaff. Bickerstaff with a heavy first touch. Doesn't do much there. Dalby looks to get the throw in and says no, so gives it to McFadden. McFadden drops it back. And there's Davis setting it back. I like this. Not intimidated by the fact that League One squad bought their A team and we put out our B team and we are in this thing. That's a measure. You want to talk about how much quality Wrexham has? Well, that's a sign of it. Has been this game so far. A little bit of an ugly start. Goal in the 30-second mark. Didn't help. Had 3 goals within 4.5 minutes. All 3 of them came quick. But once they've settled in, it's been punch, counter punch all the way through. McFadden, hands on him, but got to stay on your feet, and he gave that one. Well done, referee, because a little bit of touch, a little bit of grab, that's okay. Take it quickly. Some pushing and shoving with Bennett. I like the heat. Over to the right side. McAlinden, he has it. 2 guys there. Draws it back. Are we able to get it into the box? No, interplay. That's going to be over to Bickerstaff. Edge of the penalty area. Tries to backheel it. Goes too far. Albion. Clearance out. Throw into us, and we'll take it quickly. Bolton over Port Vale. I will upgrade accordingly. I don't have that one up. And I'm not going to swap it. We're going to focus on this one. But I appreciate the update, W&G. I'll put that one into the comment so people can see it. Bennett with it. Down left. Eight is Harper. That's who I had to look for Burton. He's drawn into the game at playing in the center back position, and I was wondering who 8 was. Leslie, 100%. You want the tier of the trophies. It's FA Cup number 1, prestige, European opportunities, the money. Oh, shot on goal, but weak one, and McNicholas gets it. I think that's the first shot for them for about 25, 30 minutes. It's certainly been a wait. But you've got the FA Cup clearly at the top, monies, prestige. EFL Cup follows second, involves all the top teams, but that are in the EFL anyway, not the lower league competition. And then after that, you've got the EFL Trophy, which is just the League 1 and League 2, or the Tier 3 and Tier 4 teams. And nobody really is excited about the trophy until they get an opportunity to go to Wembley to win it. And that's normally how that proceeds. Walker, left side, looking to get it in as Burton's poking around in our final third, but we've had good shape. We're set up. Caprice over on the right side, who's looked good. Into the corner, into the penalty area. This is now Harper, who's come all the way up from a center back position. Just lots of us in defense and them kicking, switching from right to left as they're on the process through Powell to move it over to the left-hand side of the pitch. Back they go, having to recycle at the center all the way back into their own third. So good defensive play there. Freezes it up. It's amazing how the importance of trophies changes depending on how far your club advances in any given year, right? If you lose in the group stage of the EFL Trophy, you're like, it's not a real cup. If you end up making it to the semifinals, you're like, you're into it. Momentum meter being switched firmly to Burton's Albion's favor on this one. 8 shots to 5. 63-37. We're going to have a corner. It's going to be a left-footed in-swinger. Can I see you, Andrew? Give a wave. Andrew, you would have been on TV right there. Headed up in the air. Oh! McNicholas able to get up and score that one. Dangerous. I was looking for Andrew. They switched that camera angle and showed exactly where he was sitting at the 55th minute. I'm going to have to remember that one and go back and have another look another day. Crocombe, another adventure. Long ball, just turns it over. Man, who's their backup goalkeeper? Because you've got to start to wonder what you can bring in. Jamal Blackman, a 30-year-old with just 3 minutes. Because I'll tell you what, not looking solid. Brett, I appreciate the follow. Thank you so much for doing that one. Another reminder, if you don't see your name up when you sub, it's because you've got it turned off to allow for your subscriptions to be public, if that's what people are looking for. I learned that was actually a thing. Back to Crocombe. He's playing it with his feet, right-footed, gets it up through the middle, kicks it away. Is there an interception and played? Oh, every single time. There's just drama that unnecessary. Yikes. If I was an outfield player for Albion, I would be freaking out on my coach after the match to say, Gaffer, you got to do something better. Goal kick or a corner? Goal kick. James. Tell me he hasn't looked solid. Every single time Bickerstaff acts like a Burton Albion defender. Why? Because he's sneaking in and nicking ball, or because he's giving it away and getting into trouble, Dave? Luton Arsenal sitting 1-1. Thanks for that one. That's a little bit of drama, ain't it? Drawing it back. I'm hoping this one... I want this to go to extra time or kicks. Is there extra time or is it just straight to kicks? I should have known that and looked that up. But I want to get to... score 2. Wrexham, score 2. So that I can get back to work because I'll be working late into the evening. The chat has quieted out. Lots more people involved. Is it the drama of the match? 119 people watching. Welcome and thank you for joining. We're watching on iFollow. If you're not watching, you're stuck with me. No sneaky links available. And we're just kicking it around Burton Albion inside their own third, just with the center back sort of punting it around before they try to advance. And here comes a chance through the midfield, but it's turned over. And here we go. Can we get control in the midfield? There's still a battle going on. Throw in. Throw in for us. Patrick, Detroit. RKO's doing the gaming. I love it. I'm trying to get it's the drama of the rain here. We had in the Lower Mainland a atmospheric river go through and absolutely dump on us. Tasty. Delicious. Spicy even. Burton Albion still looking and just dangerous because every time they kick it back to their goalkeeper, I get excited. It shouldn't be the goalkeeper playing the ball that gets the opposing team excited. Well done clearing that. Was that Max that got that one away? McFadden, overhead. Just a little bit too high for Bickerstaff. Queensland, Australia. Got to be an early start there for you, no? Not ridiculous o'clock, I guess, I think, right now. Scenes, that's one way to describe it, Swirly, is definite scenes. No extra time until the final, no replay. So if we're level at 90, we go straight. Dave, you're an absolute beauty. Thank you for that one. Let's get the drama rolling. Arsenal, Luton, Wrexham, Burton Albion. It's interesting saying Albion. I'm going to have to talk to my wife about that because the Yorkshire accent, I'm trying to end up saying Al. And I don't think I've ever heard her say Al. It's always all. Flicked on well. Could have been there. Cleared away. That was Davis running up there trying to get and take that one. 3-0. Bradford up. That red card coming to weigh in for them. Free kick, drawing it back. It's just more possession for them. Derby 3-0 over Fleetwood. Yikes. The other two where you see 0-0 scores, those are postponed on the out-of-town scoreboard. And Wrexham able to nick it there. Are we able to maintain possession? Yes. After an extended period, he's not offside. He wasn't offside. I don't think he was. I'd like to see that again because I think that the player in midfield had him onside. He was certainly behind the player that was defending him directly, but there were still two players between him and the goal, the goalkeeper and the guy in the middle of the pitch. We shall see. Could you say flash Wrexham teams up for, say, 7 seconds and the opposition for 3 to 4 seconds alternately? I could certainly try to do that. I'm not going to tinker and figure that out now, but can certainly look into that. There's just so many things to do and so little time. Yeah, that's a good one. Brian Dale, I'll certainly look into that. I like suggestions like that. Subs are on the left side of the screen on the bottom. I don't draw them in. Too much going on for me to follow. McFadden, if that ball got through. Dalby with it. Bickerstaff, shot. Oh, went off the heel, deflected and rolled over. Not much in it, and that's frustrating. Yeah, I'm in Canada. My wife is from Doncaster in South Yorkshire. And so my kids, until they end up in preschool, both had Yorkshire accents. Fortunately, they've been corrected by their friends. But they do know a weird set of vocabulary like oat and note and a up duck and all those sorts of things. Burton Albion taking a crack here outside the box. This is their sub, Gordon, taking a shot. No, he's not. He gets it back. Ooh, headshot. Boyle takes it right off the noggin. unintended block, but an effective block all the way. That one has to sting. Ugh. Bonk. Oof. No guts, no glory. And the insult to injury is it goes for a corner as it gets smashed off of his face and then comes back and they kick. Uh-oh. Are you ahead, W&G? Is this going in? We asked for no spoilers, but now I'm nervous about this in-swinger from the left side. I could have hit the refresh button, I suppose, but it's crossed in and there it is. Ah! A reminder I'm behind. But no blame. It happens all the time. So came in just a little back heel sweep into the far right corner, and we're down looking at 3-1 on the shots. Cooked. And Boyle there being the one person defending. Own goal. Yeah, McElhinden. It was a back heel all the way through, and McElhinden ended up taking it off with the left. I will hit the refresh button. I usually remember to do that at the half. Been overcooked today with the stuff that I've set up and having work this morning, so I'm probably a little bit behind. So we'll get updated and we'll see where we're at as far as the time goes and see how much we can get there. It's Blackpool 2. Yeah, everybody keeps saying that. Google tells me different, but I'm going to bump that up. So 64.55 is where I ended up popping out, so I only gained 10 seconds, but I guess it's 10 seconds closer. 3-1, bad guys. We still have lots of time. Only need 2 goals to make it really dramatic. And we've been in it with the counter punch. I think it'll be interesting now because I anticipate Burton Albion's going to start to draw back a little bit more and keep their shape, which would make it interesting as we try to push forward. Nice little interplay there. Crossed in. It's still there. Left available. Cleared from the front of the net. Was that Davis that just couldn't get up there to grab that one? But not backing down. Nothing but heart. Fouled. Bennett says no. It's either a free throw, a throw in, or a foul. But I thought that was a foul. Blackpool, Derby, and Doncaster into the round of 16. Because we are Wrexham, I was having people who were donating through super chats and just putting cash in, and I wanted to be able to give something to those who wanted to donate. So I started a 99-cent US per month membership. You can hit join below the screen if anybody's interested. Certainly not promoting the heck out of it, but you'll get the badge and you get some emojis, and almost in. No, grabbed by Crocombe. I thought that header, if it had a little bit more steam on it and had a chance for the far corner, but didn't get in there. Derby, Blackpool, Derby, and Donny. I'm just going to mispronounce things the whole way through, like you guys mispronounce Kuala Lumpur. It's not Kuala Lumpur. It's Kuala Lumpur. But I get it. What it's called domestically should be the name that it goes with. So I'm doing better. Oh, well done. Can he get through? Beats one man, running straight up towards the center back. I like that as a challenge. It's left behind. McElhinden was going up there to try and get that free ball, and it got nicked away and pumped down. So Art Anastasio. That's a new name, and so welcome. Still have time. I like the positivity. I'm hoping that it goes through. Yes, there is always that. YouTube is going to take their 30%, and then the taxman's going to grab it at some point too, I believe. Going with the tradition, there's absolutely no way that Wrexham is coming back from this 3-1 score. And if it goes the other way, I'm never doing that ever again. Burton Albion with it on the left-hand side, looking to punch it forward. Oxford, Wickham, Brighton, U21 through. And we've got the ball back. Here they come. Davis didn't see or hear the footprints. Needed better communication to tell him that he had Albion coming behind him. McElhinden gets it back. Jones moves it forward. Powell intercepts it, and away they come again. Powell still with it. Over to Caprice. Looking to enter it into the final third. We've got all men back in shape, but just not really advancing forward. 68th minute. Let's go. And if you are new, we've always El Salvador is a new country for us. Picked up today to make it up to, I believe that's 48. If you're watching from somewhere, let us know where you're watching. Whether that be a country, I'll bring up the states and the provinces in Canada shortly. But always curious where people are signing in from. Burton Albion in the midfield stripe. Right-footed long ball. He's over there is Gordon, one of the substitutes. He draws it in, waits for support, brings it to the middle, left-footed across. McNicholas grabs it, and away we go. So let's do this and bring up those of you who may be watching in the U.S. This is the states where we haven't had viewers join us from. So if you're watching from one of them, feel free to let us know. I'm going to have to get the polls going here shortly. Man of the match considerations. Dalby obviously in the mix. I thought he's looked solid. Aaron James maybe. Clearworth had arguably the mistake for the first goal, so I think he's out. That's exactly what we want. Yes, Tim. Another promotion, a good FA Cup run. Raymond sitting in the Mold Road. That's two joining us from the Mold Road, which is usually, I don't think I've had anybody actually join from the Racecourse during a watch party. And today we've got two. We've got a corner. 70th minute. Let's get one here and cause a little bit more drama. Washington State. I've already got Washington. These are the countries that we do not have. So those 17 states that have not yet been represented. So those are the ones that we're looking for. Waters is still in the bench. 70th minute. You think we're going to get some subs in, potentially? Well, so we're bringing in some hitters. Palmer, McLean coming in. Waters. Interesting decisions, but let him have a stretch. Oklahoma. Perfect. And just like this, I can knock that one off the list. And I think that brings us down to 16. Oh, sorry, Brian. Capital letters, but I've got you. New Jersey. That brings us down to 15 states left. Going to have that corner. Going to be a right-footed outswinger from the right side in front of the tech end. Let's take part in this. Middle. It's a good ball. It's dangerous, but it's headed away by Albion. Recycled. Aaron James. Well done. Young man, do your thing. He keeps it and maintains it, deflects it, keeps it again, gets it out to McLean, just like the cagey veteran he is. It's there. Can it fall down? I was trying to coach that one in. Boyle, as we're jumping into this one. That's real. That's Tim. You can always check by clicking on the logo and it'll take you to their channel. By the way, do that anyway, now or later, and jump over and hit the subscribe button for FID while they're Fearless in Devotion while they're here. It's an easy fix. No, Brian, no apologies. It's just that bot jumps out and grabs you. Chattanooga, Tennessee. Jesus, we're covering all of these bases off. I'm going to be down to 14 states left, and the U.S. is going to be covered before Canada and its 10 provinces. That can't happen. I can't let that happen. A little bit of a rivalry. Waters over there. He's going to have room into the edge of the area. He's looking for support. Draws it back. McAlinden over to Waters. Can he get the cross in? Palmer's far, gets it over. Davis was streaming in, but Albion's able to clear it. I am loving the energy as they come back for the end of the game magic and make another run at it. Pebble Beach, Tennessee. Americans in full display today. I feel like I'm going to have to sub this one out and bring in the provinces and territories in Canada just to say, hey, who's here? Looking for a newfie. McLean, nice little ball into the box. Albion's able to get it. Are they going to clear? Oof, tried to get his left foot around and nick that one in. Couldn't get there. Ontario snowboard in Florida. Love it. I wish I could do that. Maybe in the future. Florida, Costa Rica? I don't know. Costa Rica is looking glorious. I've been there a couple of times, and that place is just the chill and the calm. 1 degree in Wrexham. We got headed down, but able to get nicked by Albion as they come forward here. Oshalaya, the captain, draws it back over to Caprice. An atmospheric river hitting the lower mainland yesterday, and man, there was a lot of rain. Caprice goes down on a flop, Brendan. That had to be. Nothing there. Bolton 2-0 up on Port Vale. Port Vale struggles this year. Wasn't impressed when we saw them, although it was not, a questionable trophy game. I should have the Bolton Port Vale game up. I didn't put that one up, did I? Crocombe gets it, 75th minute. Stephen, because it's a trophy match, and because we played on Sunday for the FA Cup, which is more important than the trophy, and interestingly enough, Burton threw out their heavy hitters. They started with 8 of their regulars, 7 of them having more than 1,000 minutes in League One. And they've been going after it. The coach saying for Burton Albion before this one started that he wanted to be able to build on things and give his team some confidence going forward. And for us, we've got to rest our guys. Our importance is our League 2 matches and the FA Cup. If we advance in this, if we advance, that's great. But if we don't, as Tim just said earlier, we couldn't be arsed about it. The trophy, the EFL Cup, people end up getting more fired up about it as you go along and you advance and you get a chance to get a stake in Wembley. No, Stephen, not a league game. We're taking on League One Burton Albion and their full lineup, essentially. The best players available against our B squad, and it's a 3-1 game, shots sitting at 10-10. And we've been into it, to be fair. Just a really bad start for these guys. And I appreciate it. 1,000 subs has been absolutely rewarding and welcoming and crazy, and I'm just going to keep going. I like doing this as a hobby, man. It means I have to work late hours in the evening. Oh, is he onside? That's close. The far player might have put him on, but they blow it off. It was close. Closer than it looked on the player closest to him, but the one that was farthest away, I thought he may have kept him on. Let's have a look here. Yeah, no, that was the right call. Well off. My eyes need a rub. Kensington PEI? You're joking me. We've pulled a PEI. I will take it. I will absolutely take that. The fact that we have PEI and none of it is crazy. And the fact that we don't have Saskatchewan, even though I'm born and raised there, and I have hundreds of people that I went to school with that I put on Facebook saying, hey, come and join me and do this thing. And they're like, no, I have no friends. That's what I've learned. Frustrating reality. I'm dealing with it. There you go. If you can't read this from Tim and you're off, it says, Tim said, the FA Cup has prestige, history, and Wrexham has a long association with it. The trophy, though, we've won it back in 2005 when it was played at the Millennium Stadium in Cardiff. And so it's one of those things. There are a lot of teams that since Shaun Harvey recommended that the U21 squads join, that people end up saying you shouldn't be taking it seriously. It's a gateway to allowing Premier League B clubs into the EFL, and people don't want to do that, so they don't support it. But without fail, once teams advance to the quarterfinals, everybody's eyebrows get raised and their interest gets piqued. South Texas, Oscar, a pleasure to have you. I already got that one off the list. Steven, I like to hope I was joking about not having friends, but I remind them all the time, hey, you haven't said hi. Pulled to the ground, and the referee just lets them go on. We need to get another counter for you, Brendan. The referee failed calls. This game would have been totally different if there. Remember, we had that penalty, and it was on McAlinden over on the left side, who got to the ball with his right, and then ended up being had his left sweeped out from under him, and that one should have been a penalty. Yeah, and it's an interesting December, Tim, talking about like the competitions coming up. You've got the next 3 that we'd like to be able to put into the bank, right? And then recycling in 2 away games against teams that performed relatively well against us, right? So into the box, headed down, just wide to the left. Sorry about the volume on that one. Probably got a little screechy. That would be higher than 7. You'd need a double-digit what the hell referee counter. Yeah, the subs are just there's only so much I can do during the game to move things around. I've been talking to Brendan about giving up some of the production control to the OBS, trying to figure that out, trying to get the thing trying to get active features on. There's a lot of features I want to add. I just need more time. If I can get the production out, that might be one that I look at first, because if I can do that and pass off control and other people have the ability to assist, it's less work for me, and then I can add more things. I'm surprised, John, that you didn't come out with... We were chatting in WhatsApp, and I'm surprised you didn't come out confident in the loss in this one, but... I was maybe hoping you were to. The only thing I don't like about losing this one is just does it tarnish the fortress that is K. Ross by taking a regular time loss. Kim, if we do, it's going to be comments like that we're going to require from you in the future. The sort of counterintuitive, superstitious. We got 10 minutes left here. Let's score one and let's make it interesting. I'm curious what the fans are giving the Bronx cheer about. What is the Bronx cheer? Somebody told me that and I forgot what it was. The Bronx cheer in the UK is called? And if you don't know what the Bronx cheer is, that's when somebody does something and you do the, hey, it's the fake cheer. It's the not real cheer. Fair enough. Man, there's gonna, I don't even know what to say. Annoying tweets that are gonna come out. All that sort of stuff. It's nuts, right? Again, I gotta fix my on-screen chat, but Tim says it's only the 3rd regular time loss under Parkey in 2.5 seasons. Yeovil being 1. MK Dons at the start of this one. Are we cheering the passes? Oh, right into the front of the box. We've got a chance. Kick and, headed away. And we're going to go for a corner. That center back came in and rescued that one. I believe that was Powell who came up and knocked it over his own goal. And had he not have done that, that had the corner of the net just absolutely pegged. No, not Powell. That for them, that was Hughes. Hughes with the massive save on that one. The ironic cheer. The sarcastic cheer. Right-footed outswinger into the box. Headed away. We're going to get possession here. Young's over on the line. Gets it over to Davis. Back to Young. Gives it away. Mrah. The fans having a little bit of fun. Yeah, was that Arsenal Luton at 2-1 now, or is it Arsenal's U21 team? Oh, we nick it into the penalty area on the right side. Cross in, cleared away. Not giving up. We still have ourselves a game. I love the heart. Like, just Wrexham never dies. Wrexham never dies. There's no rolling over, playing dead, oh, woe is me, garbage, superstar. They're blue collar, work hard, get stuck in, and do what we can. Top to bottom. Top to bottom on the lineup. Thanks for that, W&G. Throw in for Wrexham. Bring in Tozer as a sub for the throw. Is that the Burton Albion fans who are being annoying with the cheering? Having a blast. Steven, the emojis are only available to members. It's the one thing I added along with the badges. So it's 99 cents US. Per month. It does have a monthly thing. And I think if we've pulled enough members, I'm able to add more emojis. I still need to figure that out. Man of the match, 83rd minute. I'm going to have to put that one up there. And thoughts for what the next emojis. Down underneath where you're viewing, if you're on YouTube, and I see that you are, you'll see next to the subscribe button is a join button. If you hit join there, you're able to join in that way. Yeah, I'm with you, John. I am absolutely with you. I don't know. I like the drama, Kim. Maybe I know I'm the only one, and I'm not British, and so I get the fear and paranoia of the U21 teams, but I like giving those guys some extra competition. Here we come again, though. McFadden cross in, going to come for another corner, 84th minute, and away we go. Do I have any other nominees? Taken in, ripped in, knocked down, crossed. No, shot. Cleared by Burton Albion, and here they come on a break as we come back. Nice little attempted tackle, but it falls in the air and comes down, and we're going to recycle it at the midfield stripe and figure that out. Thank you, Steven. I appreciate it. That's awesome. Lee, I would absolutely laugh. And yes, Caprice has looked really solid. If we're looking for a center back and somebody, I'd be interested to know his age and what his top end is. And what his contract length is, because he's impressed. Our ham is disgusting. I don't know what that means. I don't know, Wrexham. Are you? I forget where you're located, so let me know, and I can look into that. What's $1 amongst friends? I hope so. And the thing is I intend, update some stuff and pay for some features potentially. Donate to the club through sponsorship or otherwise. Support some Wrexham charities. That's the whole plan with the money that comes through here. Maybe pay for some people to go and watch the games, that sort of stuff. And so by all means, if you're on board with that, do it. And for those that are supporters, I plan on having a live stream where you're able to chat just the members to have a chat as to where that money ends up going as it comes in. It's going to take a month or two. There's paperwork I'm filling out. But Finland, right? So I'll have to look that up. Still looking for man of the match. I've got two. Dalby and Aaron James are mine as potential man of the match, and I'm surprised to say Aaron James, but I think he's legitimately warrants consideration at least. It probably goes to Dalby based on the game, but I do have them. I just don't know if I want to use them. Maybe the next game. I just like how these ones look. The big ones look cumbersome. Yeah, it's just the consistency of it. But Brian, I'm absolutely on board. I would love to get a post-match sort of reaction live and be able to, I'd look to stay on or somebody else stay on for an hour and take the call-ins if we can set the VOD. So there's lots of fun things that we can add to this. It's just, Wrexham is very disgusting. I get it. So you want to take a break. So put this user on a timeout and hide his stuff. Bye-bye. Oh, I timed out my bot. The entertainment. 124 sitting in here. We're getting in. I'm still looking for any other man of the match. Or we just send in the poll out for the poll out for Dalby. My pronunciation of Albion has turned me into a Dalbian. For Sam Dalby or for Aaron James. Any other nominees? Yeah, Brian, I would love to be able to do that, but I don't think I can bring that in. You know what? I think you might be able to do it if somebody actually streamed the audio to me directly from the stadium. The challenge would be trying to time that right so you could get it to go with what was happening on the play. But we've got an opportunity here. Ball bouncing around, and what are they doing? Offside flag going up. Sarah Jones for man of the match. I'll include that one in there. And so let's start the poll up here. Man of the match. We're going to go with Dalby, Aaron James, why can't I? It won't let me add a person here. I'm going to have to do this somewhere else. That's unfortunate. All right. I'm trying to get distracted intentionally. Davis has it now, looking to try and advance this forward. We'll find out how much extra minutes. I don't think there's been a lot of extra time. Maybe 4 minutes at most, 3 minutes. Yeah, James dispossessed, and it's coming, and it's going to be a long shot. Rolling to Macklin. Interesting. 4,963. I would have expected more from that. And Stephen from Vermont. Crazy. I'll add that one to the list. Just back to the keeper. 4 minutes as expected in the extra time. So not much to go with here. Running out of time. A little bit of time wasting. Always a good thing. Subs coming in. Is that the reason why? Owen Cushion getting a run out. Youth player, number 35, going to be sitting up. McFadden was on the left side, so we'll try and see if he's able to get a couple of touches of the ball here. Okay. Finally in play, full minute killed into the extra time, and away we go. We're still swinging here. Throw in deep from in our half. Going to throw it in long as we're trying to push the ball forward here and get creative. Clearance missed. Going to get it over on the left-hand side. McAlinden now on the left-hand side. Able to get a shot. Deflection. Oh, save. And I think that had a chance, and that was a dangerous one. Probably the best save that Crocombe has had the entirety of the matches. Maybe I'm getting a little bit too excited in a 3-1 trophy game on a late shot, but it's kind of addictive. And scores! We've got it. We've got a chance. We've got 2 minutes left. Waters with the header on that one. Is that who ended up getting there? We will take it. Let's make it fun for the next little while. Little Wrexham drama. Not a bad thing. Macklin in quick corner. Crossed in by McLean. Went up in the air. And just the little man. Is that who it was? No, it was Davis. Able to get his noggin on it. Sitting in the back. McLean links it far post. Over two heads. Nobody goes to the air for Burton Albion. They're just standing there looking at it. Well done. Let's go. Let's go. That's one. Get two. Albion pulling it back. Launched long. Interesting decision. I thought you would have wanted to keep possession, but hey, what do I know? Had some time. Scrapping in the midfield. Burton's going to come up with it. Burton Albion now still with it. Looking to play it back, are they? No, they're going to work it wide over to the left side. Run to the corner flag, are they? No, they're going to go midfield. So somebody chase them down. Get after them. Let's go. Just passing it around, going back, and here come the legs. Palmer's up there chasing it down. He's hunting down all the way back to Crocombe, who's been mischievous the entirety of the match. Palmer gets up there and he just gets it away, but he kicks it away. Crocombe. Another mistake. Let's get into it. James. Up in the air. Comes on back down. Davis with it. Center of the pitch. Left-footed. Way too much weight. Macklin not able to get there. Should be adding extra time because of the delay. Whistle's going to get blown. I think the referee's just... Yellow card for time wasting. Oh, this is just taking forever. Give a red for the delay in the throw-in. Double up the yellows. And now he's backed him up, so you can't give him. But as long as the clock is stopped, I'm not so concerned about it. The goalie, he's on... the referee wasting 30 seconds there. That's frustrating. Over 4 minutes, McNicholas kicks it away. McNicholas on loan from Sligo, or did he actually sign a contract? It's been a while since I've seen W&G. I'll get to that 4-0 update here. Appreciate you for it. Just too much madness and chaos as we've got a chance going forward. Midfield stripe. It's kicked away back towards us. With possession now. Coming forward. Davis. Long kick over to the right. Whistle's starting to go. Headed into the box. Cleared away. Handball? Nobody's calling for it. Clicked over top. We've got it. Cleared away. Cushion is the young guy, not the cagey veteran. Should have maybe taken a flop and tried to get a draw, but there's the whistle. 3-2, the final. You know what? That was fun. You put out the B squad against a League One team, and that's the result. That's deserved. Referee let him play. He was consistent there today, and so I don't know how much I can really blame him. Who do we got here? Dalby, Aaron James, and Jones going up on the poll as the man of the match. I'm not going to stay too long. I've got work to do, and it's going to be a late night for me. But there goes the poll. Fire it up. Have your say on the vote. We're here for the FGR game. And so Tim, special shout out to you, special shout out to the supporters. I'm gonna have to go through this. Got lots of upgrades to do to this whole process. Got a lot of upgrades to do to I want to get that Academy video done. Ugh, it's just no time. Appreciate that the guys took a time off to allow me to get this done without all of the construction going on in the background, as things seem to be tidied up quite substantially. Percy the Pig for man of the match. I should have saw that one earlier. Could have put that one up there. And I'm with ya. I'm gonna have to clear this one. Man of the match for resting all the talent. It's true, right? Like the only thing that matters to us is, well, the only two things that matter to us. Go as far as we can in the FA, and let's get at least one delicious away game. Am I fully rested? I need to turn off my timer. I always forget to do that, don't I? Let everybody know that we're delayed here. Sandy, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the membership. I did this to try and get out and gift some membership to you guys, but I'll have to end up doing that. Not a bad showing. We are Wrexham. You're exactly right. I mean, I'm interested to watch how the Twitter space looks, because Burton Albion celebrates this as defeating the mighty Wrexham in their fortress and celebrating. I'd be somewhat embarrassed by this. I mean, I know you want to get the win, but you just put out 9 of your top 11 guys, and you snuck in a 3-2 win. I don't know. Not a lot of confidence-inducing development there. I guess you celebrate the wins all the time. I don't know. What are your thoughts? You're welcome, Brendan. I appreciate you. And the flop counter so far, the record 16. This one not getting as high. Nobody flopping because the referee wasn't given squat, was he? Including a penalty. And you know what? That's something to go back to and look at that penalty. Is we were one penalty away from this going to penalty kicks. Macklendon in the first half got to the ball first. Knocked it down, got his legs swept out from him. It wasn't just a hold or a push or anything like that. He got his legs swept out, and no penalty given. I can't think of anything else other than that. There was a long chip trying to get the keeper out, and I can't remember who ended up taking that one. That just went wide to the left. You know, there were lots of opportunities to make this a tie game, or potentially even win it, and just not successful in the outcome. You know what? We're down to 72 people here. If you're still here and you haven't yet hit the subscribe button, feel free to follow along. I've been suggesting go to Fearless in Devotion and subscribe to them. Any Wrexham person. It doesn't cost you guys anything. It helps bolster them. It gives them support. It lets them know that when they go through the process, for some people, they do this as a career. It just is what it is. I'm going to talk to some of the members about maybe squeaking in some time to talk about goals, although it's going to be a month or two, really, before even the first droplet of funds come in, and it's not going to be massive by any stretch, but just want to get your ideas on how to further develop things, and had some great ideas today. I'm going to have to drop them out and see what I can get in. So, as Wrexham, I agree with you. This gives me confidence looking at League One and saying, do we have an opportunity to sit just with the team that we have at League One? I mean, you end up playing, aren't they 11th? Is that where they sit? No, 9th? 17th. Okay, so maybe not so high up. 17th. And so they didn't look solid. We played our B team and we were good. So there was a Bolton goal disallowed. Interesting. That brings that score to 2-0, and I'll bump that one up. They've got to be getting close to full time there now. You're welcome, Paja. It's a blast having you guys here. I appreciate you. Feel free, like button as you go. Let everybody know that this was here. There's another video from yesterday posted about whether I talk about the cop. Liam Roberts does his thing there, so feel free to go check those out about updates. That shall be interesting to see. I'm going to keep track of the Wrexham County Borough website. I'll be a little bit more attentive to see if I'm able to get some stats. Looks like Dalby's going to secure the man of the match. If you have suggestions as to other emojis, feel free to send those ones out as well, because I think that we've got enough people that I'm actually able to add one or two new ones. So let's do that. So I'll leave that. People are still voting, so I'll leave the poll up there just to make sure everybody gets their 2 cents in. And back on Saturday, back on Sunday. If you haven't joined us for the women's match, this one should be an interesting one. We didn't get to play Britton Ferry last week because, and it's two different cup competitions, because of weather. We are going to play them at the Rock this weekend. And Britton Ferry, by way of reminder, that's the team that we played with as promotion rivals last year. So they're going to be hungry, and it'll be interesting to see now that we've gone semi-pro, we've added a couple of extra players. Is there a difference? Because if you'll remember that game from last year, Britton Ferry did exceptionally well, and some say should have probably walked away with the win if not for Morgan. So join the women's match and get involved in all the personalities there. It's been a fun little process in getting to know them. So I'm going to sell that one. Yes, WG, and I'm going to message you here. I don't know if I'll do it tonight, probably. It'll be sometime tonight for me. If your notifications are on your phone, turn them off so you don't get annoyed. But just with a couple of thoughts. So 5 championship players. You're getting greedy there. I was just looking. I think the search is, and from those who are in the know, 1 player in the center backs, 1 in the midfield, 1 in the forwards. I don't quite get the center field thing unless it's going to be a really young player who has exceptional a future that we're able to get and start to work with this half season, and then it'll go forward. Our midfield is stacked, and I continue to say it. You've got Lee and Evans. Who better? right? And I think that they're championship quality. Maybe but in 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, that's going to slide. But they've got quality. So then you're running out. Who are you running out with them? Jones, Davis, Cannon. They're going to get their run out there. The Young. We've got so many midfielders. But at center backs, I certainly think that we're looking for it. But yeah, we're slowly dwindling down. I'm going to shut down the poll and see where it ends. 67% for Dalby. He had an exceptional performance. It's got to be confidence boosting for him on a go forward. And so, anyways, at least 2 on defense. See, that makes more sense to me. I'll take if we're going to get 5 champ players or 2 on defense, I'll take the 2 on defense. We'll see. There's an interesting. I keep looking at the MLS players because Americans and otherwise. There's an interesting free agent that played for DC United last year. He's 6'5", and seems to have most of the stock. Some people saying though not so good with advancing the ball forward. But are you going to find the perfect player? Probably not, but when you're 6'5" and you're a rock defensively, do you take that as a sacrifice of somebody who's not going to be able to move the ball forward? Maybe. So anyway, yes, we're down to 2 competitions. The FA Cup, bring on Shrewsbury, and the cross-border derby in January, and then focus on League 2. We've got some work to do ahead. The next 3 games, hopefully no trap games. I knock on wood and all the things that are there, but that's 9 points that's screaming at us to go ahead and nick, and I want to take that before we get back into the teeth of the competition again, and away we roll. So I appreciate all you guys being here. I appreciate you guys deciding to support $1 amongst friends, it was said, and I appreciate it. It means the world that people are enjoying this stuff, and I will try to get some more content out there. I got to eat. I got to get back to work. Have a good one.